talk about this. Alpha radiation, pause and read. Beta radiation, pause and read. Gamma radiation, pause and read. But aren't these also brainwaves? Alpha brainwaves control that. Beta brainwaves control that. And gamma brainwaves control that. As you can see, they're not on. So when they get turned on, what's going to happen? Radiation? Or our brainwaves going to be messed with? What do y'all think?
I was asked to share the following message with the world. Remember, I'm only the messenger. What you choose to do with this information is up to you and your own free will. On October 4th at 2:22 p.m. Eastern Time, the emergency broadcast system will be activated across the entire United States under the leadership of FEMA, disguised as a test. However, this test will be used to send a specific high-frequency signal through devices like smartphones, radios, and TVs with the intention of activating graphene oxide and other nanoparticles that have been inserted into billions of human beings around the world through the obvious mediums. Everyone will be affected regardless of your status. The plan is to also do this in Israel at the same exact time. There are certain organizations that are doing their best to stop this in both Israel and the United States. Hopefully they will be able to stop this, and stopping this in Israel looks promising, but stopping this in the United States is still up in the air. This will also include Puerto Rico, Hawaii, and Alaska. If the October 4th date does not occur for any reason, the backup plan will be to do it on October 11th at the same time. In the case that this is not able to be stopped, I ask you all to shut off your phones and all other relevant devices at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for a period of 2 hours to be safe. This type of wavelength can affect us physically, mentally, and emotionally. I urge you all to protect yourself, and I ask you all to share this video far and wide. Thank you very much.
So everybody's talking about October 4th, National Turn Off Your Phone Day, which I don't think would be a bad idea. But, there's a lot of speculation of what might happen on October 4th. Well, there's this really cool invention that got invented a couple years ago. It's called Teslaphoresis. Let me show you a video of it.
What we've designed, and we've done this very, very quietly, but we're glad to now release it to the world, is this idea of Teslaphoresis, which is a discovery we made several years ago, and we've been developing it. And Teslaphoresis is, the simplest way to understand it, is self-assembly at a distance, just long-distance assembly of materials. And what we did was, because we're at Rice, we had plenty of nanotubes around, so we decided to use nanotubes. And what we discovered was that these nanotubes can actually string together and form wires by themselves under this electric field.
So you take carbon nanotubes and you apply electricity to them, or a radio frequency of some sort of I'm not really sure, but they said Tesla coil, so obviously this is going to be electricity. And when it hit it, causes these things to self-assemble and make CAD circuitry and wires and things like that, and who knows what else. It's an interesting little invention they made. And that was back in 2016, so who knows how far they've progressed it since then. But yeah, I just wanted to share that really cool invention with you guys. Yeah, October 4th, National Turn Your Phone Off Day.
Hi there, my friend. Thank you for tagging me in this video. So the 5G towers are not for the phones. What are they for? So I covered this a long time ago on one of my other pages that were taken down. The 5G network is not about devices. When the 5G network is completed, human beings are going to be the devices linked into the network. So the concept is, for instance, in the 5G network, you'll step outside of a building and you won't use your phone to usher an Uber. You'll step outside of the building and just say Uber. And the Uber driver will have all of your data, including your biometric data. So it's not about upgrading the phones. It's about human bodies. The human bodies are currently being upgraded via nanotechnology in subversive ways to become the devices linked into the network. That's what those 5G towers are for. And I invite people to do your own research and back up what I'm saying.
Peace and chaos to the gods. Now I know that y'all been peeping about what they've been talking about with this signal happening October 4th. What people don't know is that signal is gonna tap into these people with the you know what, and it's gonna have them going ballistic. That's what's gonna cause the chaos, fam. And they're gonna have 3 signals, fam. It's gonna be 3 of them. So the first one is on the 4th. I'm not sure when the other 2 will occur, but once I get more knowledge of that, I will let y'all know. But let me show y'all a video in which of how this shit gonna take place and what it's gonna look like and what to expect. This movie is from 2016, I believe. It's called Cell, so watch closely. That's what this was about, family. You feel me? That's what the whole CDC letting out a whole zombie kit and all that.
MACABBEES is baked into the and will be activated by 3 one-minute pulse waves at 18 gigahertz from the 5G towers all over the country. The government has been preparing for this for years now and will be released in October of 2023, according to attorney Todd Candler. Please take a look at this video.
Interrupted 2, one of which was in Cochise County, Arizona, where they were going to build a $1.9 million facility that houses the now merged 4 branches under HHS. The judiciary, law enforcement, corrections, and public health are now all one and the same, and they're all housed in the same facility. So all of these quarantine centers are there. We understand that there could have been a Marburg release that Dr. Chambers will get into. We think that one has already happened. We know that Marburg is not particularly contagious, but it has an extraordinarily high rate of fatality, and we know the mechanism by which this will be released, and that is inside of these shots that people already received, inside the lipid nanoparticles, the hydrogel, there exists pathogens inside of the particles that have not yet opened. Those pathogens are chimeric. They include E. coli, Marburg, Ebola, Staphylococcus, and brewer's yeast, amongst others. We know that upon the broadcast from the 5G system that is now employed across the United States and the world for that matter, when they broadcast an 18 gigahertz signal for 1 minute, 3 different times as a pulse, it will cause those lipid nanoparticles to swell and release these pathogenic contents, thereby causing a Marburg epidemic that they've already spent the money on. It's already done, right? The Marburg epidemic, for purposes of the law, has happened. And now we just need the actual disaster to happen. And there's actually worse parts to it than that, including the 1p36 gene deletion that effectively will turn those poor people into zombies.
Oh no! Are we really expecting a zombie apocalypse? The CDC was really serious, I guess.
Really though?
Pay attention. Zombie outbreak response team. Oh, y'all better stay woke up out there. So much money that truck. Man, y'all see what time it is. Y'all know when that flare go off, it's gonna be on.
A zombie apocalypse may not be top of your mind, but maybe it's something you want to consider. Thank you, Quincy. The CDC updating their tips to get you prepared. The actual CDC.
The actual CDC. So
the extreme occurrence guidelines started as a tongue-in-cheek government campaign, period, in tongue-in-cheek, but now offers a practical guide at any emergency, even zombies. They say the first step is creating an emergency kit. with essentials to last several days, including water, non-perishable food, really with the video, non-perishable food, tools, and supplies, as well as extra clothes.
Call halal Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawashai, Waha, Rakakwadash. In Hebrew, that's giving all praises to the Most High, whose true name in Hebrew is Yahawah, and the name of his only begotten Son, whose true name in Hebrew is Yahawashai, who is our Lord and Savior, and the Holy Spirit, which is the Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, along with the Holy Spirit, who taught us his truth. Honors to the brethren that's laboring doing the work to push the gospel, risking their life and freedom to do so. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, which should be the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, the true biblical Israelites, who are the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, who make up the lost 12 tribes, who are returning back to the Most High during these final moments by hearing and believing on his word, so that he will have mercy on us in judgment. So we back with another lesson through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. I've been meaning to get to this lesson, but we get into it through the Lord's will. So we saw a bunch of clips concerning what may go down on October 4th, which is just a few hours from now, in the afternoon. But the second clip said, if it don't happen October 4th, it could happen October 11th. Well, it could happen on neither day. It could be another day that it happened on. It'll just be that much more of a surprise. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but regardless of the day it happened, we know what's coming. The things that was spoken of, the things that was speculated on, it might happen on different days. It may all happen at once. But we know that those things are coming. We got the evidence. We know that it's coming, regardless of what day it is. But we're going to have a short lesson, short discussion on some of the things that was mentioned. Now, the first video clip was going into these 5G towers. And when the worker opened the control panel of the 5G tower, you see it had 3 different settings that correspond with the different brain waves. So the brain has alpha waves, beta waves, and gamma waves. Now, why is this in the 5G tower control panel? But we see right now, everything is switched to off. But eventually, it's going to be turned on. So what's going to happen when these control settings are turned on? What is it going to do to the people? Will they be turned on October 4th, October 11th, or some other day that's going to be a secret to us? But we know they're going to turn them on, and people are going to be affected in a negative way. And then we went on to another clip where they was talking about how the frequency that's going to come through the nationwide emergency alert on the phones, how that emergency alert is going to emit a certain frequency. That emergency alert might be used in conjunction with the 5G towers. We don't want to say for sure, but it could play out that way. But rather the high frequency comes from the 5G towers or it comes through the phones, it says that the high frequency is going to mesh with the graphene oxide. And what is graphene oxide? It's the nanoparticles, nanotechnology that was in this medication, which we see, I got a screenshot here, that black particles were found in this medication. And these black particles would be the graphene oxide, which we saw in one of the clips right here. Those are literally black particles, same ones found in the medication. And they're saying that the particles that was in that medication are going to become activated by these frequencies. whether it's on the 5G tower or if they actually had that high frequency come through the cell phone devices. But you see how these black particles, this graphene oxide, they become activated. They take shape, they take form, they assimilate inside of the human body. Now, I put together another lesson some time ago, which it was all visuals, but when that stuff assimilates in the human body and it mixes with the blood, it looks like this. So this is why everybody is dropping out all of a sudden. Athletes, young people, children, this is why they dropping. This nanotechnology, these black particles, this graphene oxide, is mixing with the fluids in the human body. Trying not to get this video took down. But they say, October 4th, 11th, or whatever day, a frequency gonna come through, and everybody that took any of this, they got any additional doses of it, this stuff is gonna assimilate in the body. And who knows what the effects are gonna lead to. People may drop, people may explode, people may be zombified, but this stuff is lying dormant in the body until it's activated by these different frequencies. And then another video, the guy got to talking about how the graphene oxide in the body can take form. That in the body, this stuff forms, circuitry, wires, nanotubes. Well, this is a test. This shows it right here. This stuff actually does take form in the body. And another thing I want to show is what they're actually trying to do. They're trying to merge man and machine. They're trying to merge biology with technology. And these nanoparticles is the key to doing that. Now, what do we mean they want to merge man with machine? They want to be able to put technology such as computer chips, robotic pieces, and attach it to the body. And we're going to show that we're not far off with coming to that conclusion. So I'm going to pull up another clip, and let's check this clip out real quick. It's about 27 seconds, but this is a man who had a reaction from taking that you-know-what.
On my left arm, I take the vaccine shot and take a look at this. So what do you guys have to say about this?
That's what we mean when we say that Esau Edom want to merge man with machine. They want to combine biology with technology. Biology would be the human body. Technology would be electrical pieces of equipment, such as light bulbs, microchips. It make the body even resonate with the 5G tower. So that's how we know that they want to merge man with machine. Now, how the one Edomite said, these black particles in the body, it's gonna form, circuitry, wires. This is what we see right here. This is that circuitry. Circuitry, if you crack open your phone or crack open your TV, you're gonna see a bunch of wires, computer chips, a bunch of electrical components. This is that electrical component that's laid out on the table when it's combined with the human body. Now I got another video we're gonna show real quick. If you think of circuitry, a bunch of wires, look at as they pull it out the body. Those who took this stuff right here, this is what they got inside of them.
Coming out of the iliac. Normally we don't see clots in the iliac.
in an artery. Usually they're in veins.
This is that circuitry. This is merging man and machine. This is not an electrical wire. It's a biological wire. It's nanotechnology, nanoparticles that merge with the human body to conform something that's like an electrical wire but is inside the human body. That's why the man was able to light up this light bulb. Again, that's why the man was able to light up this light bulb when he put the light bulb to his arm. That's sick. But let's continue this video clip.
And I'm probably not going to be able to get it all.
That's like an extension cord in the body. So that what? That a
This is not
circuit,
normal.
so that a circuit can be generated throughout your body. That the body may also be a living antenna, so that the body can receive and transmit a frequency. Then you see how long that is. That's an extension cord inside of the body. So a lot of people got this stuff inside of them lying dormant that's going to assimilate and take form in the body and become fully active and causing who knows what to happen. Now, also too, you had a lady that said that the 5G is not for your phone devices. It's not for your electrical devices. That makes sense because you got these 5G towers up, but the internet still suck. The 5G towers up, but the internet running worse than it's ever did in American history. So that tells you that the 5G towers is not necessarily for our use or for our benefit. But she said the 5G towers are for the people. And that makes perfect sense when we look at this picture over here that I like to come to every so often. So when we look over here, these green things, these are 5G towers. You know, that's a frequency that's being transmitted to what? To transmit a frequency to keep track of everything that has microchips. Cars, electric vehicles, even people. So the 5G towers is so that people can be connected to the grid. Well, first, you're going to need those black particles, that circuitry inside of your body. Then they can microchip you. That's what this is for. They can't just stick a microchip in you. They can, but Esau want to go beyond that. They're not going to stop at one microchip. They're going to add other microchips, other electrical components to the body. And these electrical components are going to need to generate an electrical current. And this is how that electrical current is going to be generated. That's how the microchip is going to be charged. It's going to be off the body's electrical supply. So the 5G towers is to plug the people to the grid. And the people going to actually be able to transmit a signal. People are going to be their own Wi-Fi signal. That's the power of 5G. Internet wherever you go, because you're going to be Bluetooth and Wi-Fi as well. So that's how people would be living antennas. And then we saw the clip from the movie Sale, and when everything kicked off, strange frequency came through everybody's cell phone devices. And that's what people saying is going to happen later on today, October 4th or October 11th. Or it could be some other day that electrical devices is going to emit a strange frequency that's going to either make everybody go crazy, make everybody drop, or who knows what. And then the last few clips that we went into, it said that people who took the medicine, that there's a time release
capsules in the medicine, that these time-release capsules will be stimulated by frequencies from the 5G towers, or probably the frequencies that's going to come through everybody's cell phone with that nationwide emergency test. And that those frequencies will stimulate those time-release capsules to release other illnesses in the body that we won't repeat. Like one start with an M-A-R-B-U-R-G. They say that's a hemorrhagic fever where people will literally be coughing up blood oozing out of your eyes, blood oozing out of your nose and ears, and that it would do something to your brain, to the body, to put people in a zombified state, that their minds don't be working correctly. So a lot of things we talked about here, just briefly, not to keep it too long. Hey, we got dark days coming. Hey, could later on today be that day, Lord willing. So we're going to get 2 Ezra 5:1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, the prophecies of things to come, behold, the days shall come. That day which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great number. So, later on today could be the start of that. But if it ain't today or next week, it's coming soon. That people on the earth going to be taken in great number. Meaning what? Dying by the millions. To the point where people be as dung upon the earth. It's not even enough room in the morgues, in the funeral homes. That the population of the earth is actually decreasing. Something that's going to shake up humanity. Life will never be the same. Again, the day shall come, that day which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. So I heard the Edomites say that they're going to do something that's going to be so horrific and so terrifying that people going to pretty much just turn themselves into the FEMA death camps out of that much fear. People going to have no hope. The land will be barren of faith. People going to stick their arm out to get the hocus pocus. Because whatever happens is going to be so horrible. And then we saw the clip at the end dealing with the CDC vehicles that had zombie response team on it. We know Esau put everything in his movies. The stuff that we see in the movies is not out of Esau's reach. All of that stuff is possible. And of all the things Esau is capable of, zombies ain't too far off. And what is all this for? Revelation 13-16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and in their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. This is the mark that goes in the right hand. So Esau about to create this chaos, and he's going to bring order to the chaos by the RFID microchip. You want your life to go back to normal. You're going to be able to function in society. You want to eat. You want to have water. You want to get the things necessary for life. You want to be safe, protected, and sheltered from all the chaos. Get the chip. So the 4th, the 11th, whatever day, whatever happens, how it happens, is leading up to this moment right here. Hey, so that's it for this lesson here. Till next time, Shalom.